big players coming up as well. As we're going to be starting here on Mako March. Might be one of the maps we get coming up. One of the very big standard stages we see a lot in Splatoon.
Absolutely. It's one of those stages I feel like everybody is okay with playing any mode on it. I feel like there aren't too many in the game. We see a lot of Sturgeon as another one where we see a lot of, and actually, Sturgeon is second. I didn't even look.
Oh, love me some Sturgeon. I know some people love it, some people hate it. I'm one of those people that love seeing it happen here on the big screen. Coming up after that, we got the Inkblot Art Academy, another fan favorite, right? I see a lot of people like going to this stage, especially with splat zones.
I feel like now with Inkjet stronger than ever, people will really like to go to Inkblot Art Academy as well. Looking forward to maybe seeing someone pop that Inkjet and just fly straight to the top.
Bro, and with that new buff, it's like you can't get much higher, man. You just keep going higher and higher.
So high?
You're so high. And you start, the blast of the radius, the radius blast got mad huge in the batch too.
Yeah, and as a result, the damage is also further as well. And I think we're actually moving on in to start this match now.
Here we go, everybody. We got Ink Bashers facing off against Sonder here. Map number 1.
Ooh, the Zink Mini Splatling. Let's go.
That's right. This is like the Hitzel special. Hitzel actually one of those players that likes to play a little bit more in the back line, try to help support the team from back there, trying to make sure that he can try to stay alive as long as possible. They are off to the races here with tower control being the map of play today.
Already seeing one going down with that Tri-Slosher. Looking forward to some exciting Tri-Slosher play from them. But with 2 down, going down from Ink Bashers, it could go back in their favor.
Sonder has a big lead right now. Going to be able to take that tower and try to make this push. Only 3 people up alive here for
there's
Ink
that
Bashers.
tri-play.
Yep, the tri-play coming in clutch. There's a second splat right on top of there. Sonder's looking pretty strong here. Nil's going to have to back up while Shy's going to chill on that tower. He tried to use the tower to avoid that bomb, but it kind of looked like it slipped a little bit towards him.
Just not far enough. Players know that you have to be about across from the bomb to not die, but it's very easy to accidentally be there if it's just a few pixels.
Now Vertigo here has got the special ready to rock. Whenever we just need to be able to like toss out that little bubble, be able to protect yourself. There it is, going to allow you to be able to kind of just set up shop from up there and try to be able to take that tower away from them. It's one of those like points you can be able to just shoot from, you know?
It's a very good spot. Even with something low range like the Junior, you can easily reach the tower from there. We see them jump on out so they can start setting up for another one. Love to see it.
Now we got Birch coming here with some soda.
Have you seen the new soda and how far away you can be to still summon it?
That's right. Actually, I saw the new patch a couple days ago. You gotta remember, this is the first like LAN tournament we've had since the patch. It's only like 2 days old.
It's actually, I think it's been about 48 hours at this point.
Yep. Oh, another trade coming in here. Ink Bash is going to be able to get that splat as well, throwing out the Booyah Bomb. This is going to be the way for them to be able to turn the tables right now. Gets a doubled in the trade. That's going to be wonderful for Bashers to be able to take that tower.
And they did get that checkpoint too, so next time they come rolling through, they can go straight for that 3rd checkpoint.
Yeah, the checkpoints being destroyed are going to be spelling wonders for them in the future, right? Because you're going to look on the other side, Sonder has yet to get even 1 point on the board here, so they're going to have to be able, or I'm sorry, Ink Basher's going to have to be able to bring something here to the table and try to get that first checkpoint. Hitzel's going to be able to throw that little thing in there, gets them with the mini.
Love to see the mini Splatling gameplay, moving back from the Rainmaker.
Now Hitzel, you're going to be able to throw a little bit of a sharking here. Nilla's going to be able to try to go around, try to find this opening. A lot of things happening. Sonder can be able to take that tower. Another push coming
from Scrub.
Yeah, it's the big push coming out from Scrub.
Now the thing about tower control, of course, is even with only half the game left, you still have half the game left. And tower control is a game full of snowballing. So they can't just let their guard down just because they have that 30.
Yeah, and now we're seeing it come back into this first choke point. Again, there's no checkpoint this time. It is a choke point where people are going to try to be able to shoot from up top. Xena trying to call for the teammates to come over and signify where they're going to be coming from. Here is a crab coming out from Shy, trying to just be able to force them to have to respect those shots. Whenever you see a crab coming out like that, you have to respect those shots.
Absolutely. Making sure when they're using that crab to not actually roll. That way they can get the most out of their crab still. Very smart. And actually, that's 3, 2, 1. It's done.
Birch just shutting that out completely at the very end there, and Sonder's going to be able to take that first game. Give it up, everyone.
Let's go, baby!
With the knockout, we've got the dance going too. Got them new emotes already.
Yes, the Splatling emote. Oh.
one
I love that hug emote too.
I
know that's not the one that he was using there, but I thought it was about to happen on the screen. I was so excited for it.
Bro, I'm very excited for like future emotes as the game keeps going on, right? Because some of those emotes at the end, I want to see like more like weapon customization ones. Like I want to see like unique ones to like shooters, unique ones to brushes, etc.
A lot of folks are hopeful that down the line we'll also get the emotes that were available during Splatoon 2, as we did get repping Innopolis. When are we gonna get repping the other part of Inkopolis?
I mean, honestly, it could be something coming down the line. I know we got that first wave from the DLC that just dropped recently. The second wave coming out sometime. We don't really know quite yet, but that one's looking kind of more story-esque, right?
Which is hopefully what we're paying for. It's very exciting to see.
Yeah. So, and it's just not that. We got plenty of life here for Splatoon. You gotta remember that Splatoon 3 is not even a year old yet. It feels like we've had it for so long, but it's only been half a year.
Even if we stick to the original timeline told to us in the Direct, where this game is going to get updates until at least September of 2024, we're only a quarter of the way there.
Yep, that's right. We got plenty more tournaments coming up. A lot of LANs coming up as well, not just the Big Dapple 2, but LTC coming up in May.
Yep, in May, and Riptide's in September.
They have Riptide's in September. Those are like the classics, right? I think there's something synonymous with Splatoon and water parks.
I have actually never been to a single Kalahari resort LAN.
Really?
Despite the fact that I've been to quite a few, they've evaded me. They're always either when I'm not available, or when I've already planned something else. But if I'm able to, I really want to go to Riptide.
They're a blast. I know the Inklings can't swim, but we certainly can. I love going down those parks and be able to just like play at the pool, play at the tournaments, and once the day is done, you go near the pool afterwards and just have a blast the whole time. The hotel's also like gigantic at the Kalahari.
Oh my God, yeah. I've seen the pictures. I want to be a part of that.
Are you going?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
I signed up and I'm hanging out in the Discord, but I'm not going to sign up for the tournament until I know for sure.
I feel it. Dude, the second I saw a tournament get announced with Splatoon being there, I got that flight ticket immediately. I'll figure everything else out later, but I just got to get that flight. Let's just jump into game number 2 here. Sonder up 1-0, Ink Bashers with the rebuttal. See what they can bring here to the table. Looks like not too many changes here on the weapon front. Splatter shot coming out.
We love to see it. Did we have the dualies last match? I'm trying to remember.
I do not believe so. Dooley's getting a recent buff in the past couple of days, the most recent patch. They're able to roll a lot faster. They be zooming now.
I will say, I have been on the firing end of those dualies today from this player, and oh my God. So I expect good things out of it. I have faith.
Okay, now we see a pop happening immediately, and you're going to notice that no one's going for it because they're waiting for the splats, right? We got the trade out there, 3v3. Again, no one has quite the advantage just yet, so they're not going to be able to go for the grab. But there is a lot of Sonder paint on the board. This could be an opportunity for them to go for it. Instead, they're going to go for some more fighting instead. Shy chill in the background, trying to bait out those specials. Going to go back over to the back while we see Ink Bashers trying to make this push.
Yeah, with them 2 down, it's a good time to do it.
This is exactly the time to be able to get it going. Vertigo making the big jump over there.
Great.
Literally kind of like skipping a bunch of points.
Birch actually making a great save there as well.
Just trying to stop it in its tracks. Crab's going to force people to have to respect what we got going on
so
here.
So close with that dueling. I was watching that. I had so much faith in them.
They were going for those rolls left and right. Okay, now we're seeing this little scuffle.
Oh, here
coming
comes
the
the Zuka coming out from Scrub.
Tries Zuka, going to get that 1, 2, 3 shots. Again, might not be able to get the splats, but is definitely going to be able to try to like push people away from it and try to like force them to get back onto the center.
Absolutely. Sometimes it's just more important to move people out of the way. Besides, those couple of seconds so people can be distracted and not watching the objective is exactly when you can take the lead. This happen all the time on Manta Maria.
Oh, yes, sir, Bob. And now we got Hitzel here with Rainmaker, going to make the jump himself. Unfortunately, you're in yellow paint and also getting splatted at. It's going to be kind of difficult to be able to make that jump from there. We still have kind of a slight lead here for Ink Bashers. Here come the specials, going to try to make something happen here. Inkjet is ready to go on for Ink Bashers. They can easily have to make a push.
Oh, Sonder 3 down.
That is literally the time to go for it, right? 3v1,
yeah.
pick it up,
Both
go
teams
for the
also
push.
have a crazy amount of paint, so I could see this being a swap. Okay. All right, it looks like they know exactly which podium they're going to, and that's going to be the podium right there. Let's go.
Vertigo going to break that first checkpoint, going to put themselves into the lead for the first time here in this set. They could do with themselves wonders by trying to take this game. We're going to trying to counteract that, going for a special on their own. The whale
Vertigo maybe going for that steal if they don't get noticed, but the pop might force them to go back a little bit. A 2v2 on the Rainmaker, and caught by the pop.
And Scrub's going to take that off the map, be able to reset that back to neutral. Rainmaker's going to respawn there in the center. But now we have a little bit more people here from Ink Bashers. A lot more of yellow ink on the board. We'll see if Sonders can try to do anything about this.
Both of these comps have a great amount of paint that can come out of them. Both have a splatling, both have a couple of guns. Sonder, of course, has to make it not only to the podium, but also 1 point beyond the podium to take the lead. Got to keep that in mind when making their push.
Birch getting some big splats there from up top. Again, Vertigo trying to come back in from the center. Scourge getting another spot on top of that. Special's coming out.
Extremely dangerous fights going on here. Oh, Nilo with some very good shots. Getting exactly what they need, maybe to try going past the 55. Are they going to grab it in time?
Oh, that is super unfortunate. That was a 4v2 situation in favor of Ink Bashers. They were able to pick up that Rainmaker. They're going to be able to get at least a slight little push, but now all the time it took them to break open that bubble. Both players have respawned on Sonders' team, and now they're still going to go for the push.
You know they want that confirmation really bad if they can get past that checkpoint.
Yeah, the hard part's done for. Now you just got to get through that center thing. You got to splat against Shy, but you are by yourself with a Rainmaker. Goodbye. I don't care how good of a Rainmaker main you consider yourself. You're not surviving that.
Now this is a great opportunity with Sonder. All of them coming back from spawn. They're going to be waiting there by the checkpoint, though.
Scrub's going in once more, shooting off another Rainmaker. Recognizes there's a crab, so you're going to notice he goes all the way back to center because he doesn't even want to try to deal with that special.
The boosted movement from the Tacticooler also helps too. Scrub being able to move around a lot while blasting those Rainmaker shots. Looks like they're starting to change direction, but here comes Zenith with those dualies.
Oh, they tried to go for that last-ditch effort. Unfortunately, they weren't able to break that checkpoint. This is going to be, they're going to have to pick it up 2 more times.
Wonderful ability, last-ditch effort, huh?
Yes, exactly. And
and things are actually kind of, never mind.
Managed to break it. Unfortunately, every single player from Sonders has gone down. Ink Bashers is going to be able to pick that Rainmaker back up. And now all they have to do is just kind of hold on to it and play defense for like this last 30 seconds. And
but the crab catching them off guard. All it takes is one push. Both checkpoints are gone. Either team could still get points these last 20.
Now they cannot afford to lose this thing one more time, right? They're going to break it open. 15 seconds on the clock. This is probably going to be the last push here for Sonders.
Shy putting the paint down and catching up on them, and they might be able to run it right past the checkpoint. The 54.
And they managed to push it by 1 point. Ink Bashers coming back in here with 40 seconds left to go. They have to pop it at this point. Pick that up. Overtime hasn't been extended. They have to go for this push. Now you gotta remember, overtime lasts a pretty long time here in Rainmaker, but it does eventually run out. You can't hold on to it
forever.
Getting that crab,
wonderful.
Yeah, that crab is gonna be super important. Unfortunately, it gets caught off guard. Sonders barely taking that game away from Ink Bashers. They had such a strong start.
What a wonderful sneak that was right at the end there.
Yeah, they managed to push it literally 1 point. The one singular point, it was all that you need to be able to secure yourselves that victory. Now you're up 2-0 in this race to 3. Ink Bashers now finding their backs up against the wall to see what they can do to bring to the table on this next map.
We've seen Ink Bashers' strength, though. Even if they did not win that match, they had a wonderful early push. And I would love to see them hold on to it all the way until the end.
Yeah, and honestly, loving the crowd out here so far.
They've been wonderful tonight.
One of my favorite things about Splatoon tournaments in general is I love everyone so polite.
Absolutely.
But also hype. They cheer everyone on, and they're also they just clap after every single game. Huge fan of that. They just want to see some good Splatoon.
Yeah, like one of my favorite things is like, even though I'm not somebody who consistently gets the top cut, I love staying until the end because seeing more and more people sit down and watch everything run to the end is great. Just to be a part of that energy is what can make Splatoon LAN events so wonderful.
It's so much different from an online tournament, not in terms of like netcode and like being able to play like an offline environment. Like yes, that's a really cool boon, but what actually makes LAN special is being able to see people in person, hang out in the venue, catch up with people you haven't seen in a while. It's a very different atmosphere than just chilling at home, playing online in your tournaments, and just kind of only talking with your teammates. Here you just talk with everyone, and it's a great atmosphere.
Like, if you ever come to a LAN, understand, we're all here for the same thing. Don't be afraid to say hi to people.
Yeah, of course. And also, don't be afraid to come out, dude. This is happening here in New York City, Brooklyn specifically, at BrookLAN. The Big Dapple, too. This is the second one.
Love the naming.
I know, dude. BrookLAN in Brooklyn.
And this venue, top notch.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of the venue. The Google Maps sometimes gets me confused, though. I try to type in BrookLAN, and they're like, no. You want Brooklyn, right? Like, no, I want BrookLAN. And then they're like, bet, I got you. I know how to get you there. First, you got to take this train, and this train, and this train. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? It's worth it to get out to this venue, man, because here we are. Big Dapple 2, another New York City tournament coming towards you. And honestly, this is the start of something great. I can't wait to see what we have more stored up here on the East Coast down the line.
I would happily fight the street parking again to come back again.
The street parking? Oh, you drove here?
Yup.
Oh, I am so sorry. driving here with a car, dude. Like, I don't know how people do it in New York City. Just like
For
I don't.
Clam Blitz. I'll do it for Clam Blitz.
And I don't know how Ink Basher is gonna be able to bring this back here with the Clam Blitz match. I mean, this might be their saving grace if they manage to find this opening gambit and just get that first like huge push with the power clam. Now the point of this game, obviously, you gotta collect 8 clams, build that power clam, turn that power clam into the basket, and try to break it open to start scoring points galore.
Now I'm excited to see the Wiper gameplay because like Wiper reaches basically their entire enemy team. If that Wiper is in a good position, they'll be able to hold back Sender pretty good.
You know, I've been seeing Wiper a lot today.
From what I've heard, Zenith's also a fantastic Wiper player as well, so.
Yeah, gotta give some respect, man. The Splatanas be out here trying to like show off their inner weeb with the samurai action.
It's fun. It's so fun.
I picked it up. A thing?
I wish I could pick it up. I've had a friend and we've been practicing it together. We've been making questionable progress.
Oh yeah, no, of course you gotta pick it up just like we're seeing Shy pick up these clams right now. Sitting at 5, needs 3 more to build up that power clam. Vertigo over here with the 6, has a bubble ready to rock. Now this is gonna be something you're gonna have to
watch out for that bomb.
Yeah, I know, that's what I was thinking. That splat, that suction bomb, gonna be able to explode eventually. Got another special coming out. Scrub's got power clam, gonna use those special to be able to break it open, throws it in, breaks open the barrier.
60, bringing maybe even a 50 right away. With how small parts of this map are, that ink strike, I can imagine, probably made a significant difference in that push.
All they needed was that one victory in the fight, and they were able to score so many points. Already almost halfway, is over halfway done with the scoring, gets it down to a remaining 48 points.
With
what
that
a solid
cooler
start.
action too, you have to remember, they'll be back right away.
Look how fast that was.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Hitzel coming back here again, using that mini splatling to such success, helping the teammates out galore. And you're gonna notice Zenith trying to stay alive there, unfortunately getting kind of like caught between a rock and a hard place with Sonder showing such dominant performance today.
And there's that Inkjet height. Remember we said we were hopefully going to see some
Yeah.
Inkjet gameplay on this map? Too bad that the center isn't in this one.
Yeah, they got the pity clam here. Nell's gonna be able to pick that up, see where we can be able to toss this. Throws it away, try not to give away their position, because that's the thing, when you have the power clam, everyone on the map can see exactly where you are. So if you toss it away, your position is no longer exposed.
Yes, yes, today I offered to be our main clam carrier for our squad, and I felt the pain of that on occasion.
It's not a fun job, but someone's gotta do it. Birch here with 5 clams.
Watch out for that bomb. Very close, very close.
Another bomb's just coming from left side, right side, back behind you.
Now,
It's a bomb
Sonder
fiesta.
is doing a wonderful job of holding their side of the map. Otherwise, they'd see some other pushes start to come their way.
And now we see Soda come now, so this is going to be the prime time for Sonder to go for a push, because even if they lose the fight, they're going to spawn right back into the heat of it, because that Soda's going to give you that quick respawn, the ink, more ink, and tons of other bonuses you'll get normally from gear. It's such a good thing to have.
Are they going to see Birch in time before he manages to get a couple? No, they won't. Very good. 2 down on the side of Sonder. If they have the clams, this could be their time to go. 1 jumping on in. Can they save that pity that's right in front of them?
Such a shame, because Zenith had so many clams right there. They got so many splash, but unfortunately they couldn't break open the barrier because they just did not have the clam economy.
They have the initiative though, and if they can take enough clams again, I can see them going for yet another push.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to have to here. We got less than 2 minutes here on the clock. Hitzel again going back in, trying to find a big splat. Catches him completely off guard. Did not expect Hitzel to be right there in the front lines.
Look at how much paint those strikes took.
I know, dude. Just so much purple ink all over the place. Shy coming back in. Tons of clams down there for him to be able to pick up if he so chooses. Doesn't want to jump down there, though, because he's recognizing that there is an opponent down there.
Yeah, the map looking very, very blue right now. Could be taken back at any time. They do have that junior, and if they can work their way in, that's a lot of free paint, a lot of bubble. They have their bubble ready actually to go, and also you see the Inkjet ready to go on the side of Ink Bashers too. They're just waiting for the opportunity. They do have about a minute to go, and you gotta hope they start making that push soon.
Oh no,
and there goes those specials.
They add all those specials on the board, and unfortunately that is going to be a complete wipeout. They're trying desperately to build this power clam, but right now Saunders does not have enough. He just needs 1 more. Finally manages to build it, misses, gets the break of the barrier. 48 points remaining still, only being able to take a little bit of the penalty points, and unfortunately didn't get too much out of that push.
Now they brought their penalty down for next time, and also Scrub is all the way to that strike, and they're not going to wait. They're going to throw that in right away to try and slow down Ink Bashers even more.
Scrub is sensing the dub. He wants to get in there, trying to make this big-ass push. We got 7 points here on Vertigo. Doesn't want to pick up that last clam, right? Because if you pick up that one last clam, you're going to expose your position to everyone.
Oh, a good double. I mean, what Sonder wants right now is to make sure that Ink Bashers doesn't have the opportunity to take any more clams. If they have all the clams, then they just win.
Yeah, that's honestly at this point, with only 14 seconds left, like you can just pick up the clams and just hold on to it. And you'll be able to secure that victory by just.
Yo, the hammer on Zenith there.
This is big. This is huge.
This is when they make a
going
push.
In there. Hold on, he got that mallet coming in. There's still one more important though. Could not close it out. Has another power clam. Tried to throw it in. They break the parry at the last second. There's only one person left on the field.
It's just Nilla.
It's just Nilla. That is it. Sonder took them all down.
Effort.
It's such a strong match, and Ink Crasher's almost bringing it back, but Sonder gonna be able to take that with a 3-0 victory.
What an amazing end of effort. Said, no, we are not going 100. We are getting some points on the board. Thank you very much.
Yeah, did not take that knockout. Being able to kind of just hang in there, get that win, try to just play the game. That's exactly what we're gonna see. Sonder getting a 3-0 victory, gonna move on into the finals of the bracket to face off against the Lords of New York City.
A great match that we have coming up.
Yeah.